Hey, good evening. Today is Wednesday, June 23rd, and I want to give you an update on where I'm at with the Lambo credit repair program. Today should be day 45, but I didn't realize till earlier today that it's not. It's actually day 40. Um, Now, how did I come to that conclusion? Well, if you recall from the video yesterday, Mike from the credit game had actually posted a link in the comment section of yesterday's video, and actually the video of the day before. And then in yesterday's video, he actually left a comment, and I really just wanted to reach out and he wanted to talk to me. So today, earlier in the afternoon, we actually had a very good conversation. It lasted about 45 minutes. Really good conversation. And it was through that conversation, I wanted to get a better understanding of how the program worked. I felt like he was very honest and very upfront on expectations, and perhaps on both sides there was some maybe a misunderstanding of what those expectations were, which he felt like maybe there's some things that maybe were misconstrued, and so did I. But it was a really good conversation, and I felt during and at the end of the conversation that he was very, very fair with me, and being honest with me, which is really, that's all I'm looking for. So I really appreciated that conversation, but it was through that conversation that he also informed me that you're actually not going to be on day 45 today. You're actually on day 40. And I'm like, okay, how did we get to that conclusion? Because I thought it was kind of the right day. He said, well, do you recall getting a letter from Elite Deletions? And in that letter, they say must read the next 45 days. And I wasn't recalling it, so I pulled it up in my emails and I looked at it and I was like, wow, okay, well, I do recall seeing it now because I responded to them in it and I gave them some information. So it was in that email that it says the next 45 days, these are the things you have to do, blah, 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 which was also signifying to me that the 45-day program starts on that day. So the reality is that day 45 will actually be Monday, the 28th, not today, the 23rd of June. So today's actually day 40. Monday will be day 45. Now, I'm not going to go back and try to edit my videos because, first of all, I don't know how to do it, and I'll just make a mess of things and probably just screw everybody up if they're watching. For those of you who are watching and wondering what's going on, so I'm not going to go back and fix that. All I can do is fix this video and make sure going forward everything is corrected. But again, that conversation I thought was very good. Went over he asked me a lot of questions, wanted to understand where I was with the program, understand my credit profile, things I was trying to get off. And I felt like he was really honest and trying to provide assistance, was telling me how the trade lines work, were telling me really a lot of different things I wasn't even aware of. So if you've seen the previous videos, I've always mentioned that I feel like their information about credit is top notch, probably the best I've ever seen. And clearly, Mike knows his stuff. I feel like I learned a lot today. So I feel like he was being very fair, being very honest with me. And then going through my where I'm at with the credit program, there have been some things removed, and I've already chronicled those things. So, I don't know, 30, 35, 40% maybe removals. I think we want to look at the different bureaus and so forth. But I do feel like he was very, very fair. And he also wanted to make sure that I understood that the program, the credit game doesn't do the credit repair. They have the educational piece, the right mastermind piece, that Elite Deletions is the vendor. So Elite Deletions is actually the vendor that does the credit repair. So he wanted to make sure that there was a distinction between Elite Deletions and the credit game, which I understand now. So I feel like that was a good understanding to come to. So again, I thought that conversation was very good, and I have a better understanding of the program. Now, obviously, I want to get results, and I'm hoping that other people get results too. Certainly, I mean, that's why we're all here. We put our money on the line, so I'm gonna certainly wait it out and see where things go. I do feel like Elite Deletions, they did contact me, if you recall, in an earlier video. I did mention they reached out to me and was asking questions, wanted to make sure they understood where things were. So I do feel like everyone has been professional, everyone has been fair. I don't think anyone's trying to evade me or try to put one over on me or anything like that. And again, I think between the conversation I had with Mike today, I felt like that was, like I said, I thought it was extremely good. There was a lot of time taken from him, and he wasn't just talking. He really wanted to hear what I had to say, which is really important. And I really felt like he was being very genuine. I think that's really important because I know people have made comments on the video about him or whatever else, and I don't get into that. All I can understand or know is the individual that I'm talking to, and I really felt like he was very, very fair and honest with me. So I thought that went really, really well. But I know he wanted to be really, really clear on Elite Deletions as a vendor, and the credit game is not. And I certainly understand that now. But I want to get those results, as I know all of you want to see those as well, and that's why you're watching the video. No one cares about fancy things I'm trying to do on my video or anything like that. I hope you're watching because you want to hear what someone has to say. I'm just trying to be honest on my experience. That's all I can go on, right? By the way, every comment that I've gotten, I really appreciate everyone's comments. Good, bad, or indifferent. I know several people have alluded to, well, you had identity theft. Have you gone to the Federal Trade Commission? Have you have a police report? I have several police reports. I've done many letters. I've done all the letters you can do, including all the items that were identified for my identity theft. So I've done all those things. I've gone to different credit repair companies. I've done letters on my own. So I was seeking this program out to really kind of help me, and so I'm hoping that in the end there'll be better results. So I will definitely keep all of you, keep you apprised of what's going on. For those of you who continue to watch. So I really appreciate, again, everyone's feedback and comments. You got some really good comments and people really trying to offer some assistance. So I'm not mad, for things that people are suggesting I've already done. Believe me, I'm not mad at all, because if I hadn't done it, those have been great suggestions. So I really appreciate all of you for that. So now where I go from here is I'm going to see what the rest of the program on Monday, and I'll give an update on where I'm at there. So, but I appreciate watching and again, I thought the conversation, I can't stress that enough, that was really important. I think in light of the video from yesterday and some concerns that I had, he completely took those concerns away from me, which was really, really huge for me. Everyone wants to feel comfortable when you put your money out there that someone actually is trying to do right by you paying for a service. You want their best efforts to be given so that those services will be completed and done to their best of their ability. So I feel good right now, and for the conversation, for the communication. I've had some results, some removals. I certainly want more, and hopefully I'll have more to report when the program concludes. So, and one other thing I know is, there was something mentioned about credit sweeps. I wasn't looking for a credit sweep program. I just wanted to get the items that were identified that were part of identity theft. I wanted to get those items taken care of, and any other items that maybe I did through maybe just not paying attention. But I think there was a couple of items where I did not do the best from just managing credit perspective. There was only like 2 of those. So, but it wasn't a credit sweep. I know they want to remove, they say 70% of those items removed. So I'm hoping that there'll be more of those certainly at the end of the program. But I think it's also critical to understand that hopefully the 45 days will do it, and we'll see where we go from there. So I really appreciate, again, the conversation with Mike today. Appreciate everyone's comments that they've left in their videos preceding this one. And I look forward to giving an update on Monday, because that will actually be day 45. So my editing skills, again, are horrible, so bear with me on that. I'm not trying to be fancy. I'm just trying to give my best account of this program. So thank you for listening. Thank you for any feedback that you can give me. And if you want to subscribe, that'd be great. Or give a like to the video. That'd be awesome too as well. So anyway, you all have a great evening and a great weekend.